Good morning, everybody. How you doing? I sometimes neglect to remind you guys you need to be weighing yourself every day, but I am sure you are doing that because isn't it exciting to get on the scale every single day and just see what's happening? Even though you are in a stall sometimes, you still want to see the next day how you're doing. So I'm glad you're doing that because that's really the only way you're going to be able to tell what type of things, how certain foods and everything are affecting you. So you want to track this really, you want to take control of the situation. Now I'm going to talk to you today about one more thing, and it's going back to regularity. And the reason I'm doing that is around halfway through or a little past halfway through the program, even if you were somewhat regular when you started, you may be having some issues, and we'll review that real quick here. And then there's all people who have had long-term issues, and I'd just like to give you some more suggestions because of how important it is, not only for the weight loss, but for maintenance and for health overall. So you guys know what my favorite thing is the Psyllium Husk. Psyllium Husk is a fiber. It's not a laxative. It's just pure, and I prefer when you go get it, you don't buy one with additives. You just get pure Psyllium Husk. The Trader Joe's here in California has the Psyllium Husk that I like, but it is pretty, how can I say, it's very husky. Versus there are other powder forms that are very, very fine, and so you figure out what you like. But Psyllium Husk is a pure fiber, and it's one of the best known fibers to soak up toxins, and actually does a sweeping motion throughout your colon to get all the toxicities out that have been hanging around the nooks and crannies. And so that's why it is a wonderful, wonderful product. But again, what I want to talk to you about Psyllium Husk is that it is not a laxative. So I love you to be on Psyllium Husk while you're regular, because that will then more or less ensure that you'll stay somewhat regular, not 100% of course. But so if you're already going, that's when you want to take Psyllium Husk because it'll keep you going. Now, if you don't go for a couple days and you're taking Psyllium Husk, please stop the Psyllium Husk. Psyllium Husk is not a laxative, it's just this fiber, and if you're blocked up, let's get some visuals going on here. It's just cementing on top of the block up. So now what we need is Roto-Rooter. We need something to open you up, and that's what Smooth Move tea is the first choice. And it's a tea you can get in all the grocery stores or health food sections always. It's Smooth Move, and it has the herb, it's senna in it, and so it's actually a natural laxative, and it's like a tea, and you just let it sit in some hot water, and then you just drink it, and preferably an hour or so before you go to bed, and by the morning you should be fine, and you should go. Once you go, then you can go ahead and start on with the Psyllium Husk again to kind of keep things as regular as long as you can. And when you have the stalls, you just have to open up the stall, okay? But for some of you, I want to just go over, constipation has been a lifelong or long-term problem, and I'm very surprised working with thousands of clients how much of an issue this is. So I just want to review a couple things for you. Magnesium can be a wonderful product for you. Everybody has a different tolerance towards magnesium, and so you figure out your tolerance as to how much you can take. A good chelated magnesium, like a glycinate, magnesium glycinate, about 800 milligrams an hour before you go to bed, can calm you down and actually help you with your bowel movements. If that is not working for you and you're still having difficulty, then you can switch to a magnesium citrate. You can get that at your pharmacy. Magnesium citrate pulls water into your colon and definitely makes things move a little bit more, but you just want to kind of test out your sensitivity to that, okay? Another one that actually clients of ours have brought to my attention, which has worked like miraculously for some who've had long-term issues with constipation, is aloe. A-L-O-E, aloe, and there's a company, it's called Bio Design, and it'll be in your email, okay? Aloe for some is just a miracle, and for others it doesn't do anything. So everybody's reasons for their irregularity, there's always different reasons for it. So we're just trying to give you options to figure out which one helps you and keeps you going. These are natural things that you can add. These are not laxatives, so you never want to be on a long-term laxative, obviously, right? Another one that can help a lot of people, and it's very underlooked, is probiotics. You can start off on a good product of probiotics 3 times a day. Before your meals, and probiotics also, if you are in need of probiotics, it'll actually help you cut your sugar cravings also. And once, if this does normalize your stool, then what you want to do is just cut that down. Instead of 3 times a day, you want to cut that down to once a day. Remember though that drinking coffee with the probiotics will completely deplete the absorption of it, so you can't be drinking coffee with that. You have to take them with water, okay? And the last one I want to quickly review, another easy one, is vitamin C. Did you know that a lot of people who are low in vitamin C actually have issues with constipation, because constipation is bound to happen with vitamin C deficiency. And many times it's just something as easy as supplements can completely take care of some of these issues that you have. So if you want to give that a try, you can use about 500 milligrams of vitamin C throughout the day. You have to do it throughout the day though, because if you take like 1500 milligrams at once, your body only will use what it can absorb, and the rest will just be eliminated, so it's kind of a waste. So you have to take it throughout the day, maybe 500 milligrams 3 different times a day, and you can see if that helps. And maybe a combination of these things will help. But understand, these ones, except for the Smooth Move tea, everything I'm telling you are very natural. The Smooth Move tea is a natural laxative, but it is a laxative. It's not something you want to live on. But whatever it takes to just get you moving. And again, guys are probably getting tired of me talking about this, but for the people that have problems, this is a lifesaver, okay? So I'll talk to you tomorrow.